Hello, my name is Trevor Gibson. I'm the landscape manager here at Philbrook Museum of Art. I've been working here at Philbrook for about 13 years. Love it. I've been in the turf industry for about 20 years, from golf course superintendents, but and on down. Today I'm going to talk about spring lawn care. Spring is here. As you can see, spring is here, so it's time to get working. There's a lot of things that you can do if you're tired. If you clean your house for the third time, you're tired, let's head outside, get a little fresh air. First thing to do in the spring, tune up your mower. It's very important. Clean it, change the oil filters, air filters, blades, sharpen your blades. That's very important. The next step is debris and raking. It's had all winter to rain down little twigs and little debris, and clean that debris up before we do anything else, because that's going to make for an easier mowing job. And also, I'm a real proponent of getting a rake in there and getting that the soil opened up so you can pull that heat in. That's what we're going to do right now. When we mow it here in a little bit, we're going to encourage growth. Some people pre-emerge. You can pre-emerge for weeds. You can pre-emerge in the fall and the spring. I do it in the fall. I don't do it in the spring, but no, I do it in the spring, not the fall. Sorry, other way around. But that's mostly going to take care of crabgrass that we have problems with. That's going to come on later in the summer. So I pre-emerge all our lawns, but I still have spring weeds, your spring beauties, your chickweed, your shepherd's purse, your henbit. All those are great. Mowing them low will do a lot to take care of those if you're not really a big fan of post-emergent herbicides. Feed the grass. Now it's time to feed your cool season grasses. Here at Philbrook, this lawn is Bermuda, except underneath the trees. I overseed with a rye seed to make it look green in the spring. But so we're feeding the grass. Your cool season grasses under your trees, fescue, your rye, you're going to want to fertilize it first in March. You've missed that. The next big one coming up is going to be May. I like doing a May fertilizer application because it's good. You can fertilize everything at one time. It's still going to be safe for the cool season grasses like your rye and your fescues, but it's going to be a good time to start up your Bermuda also. You're going to later in the summer you're going to fertilize your Bermuda through the hot months, but your cool season grasses, March is about the end of that you want to fertilize, because it will be a detriment and cause harm if you fertilize cool season grasses in the heat of the summer. So that March, I'm looking, the May one coming up is good. I'm looking really forward to getting a fertilizer down there for everything. It's a good time to reclaim your lawn. You have beds in your yard, flower beds. Clean up the edging. Raise that edging up. Give you a nice border on your lawn. Good time to get that, reclaim that, and really define where your lawn is going to be. Dethatching. The dethatching is going to be important. I talked about that earlier, but that's going to be a lot with a rake and mowing it low, because what you're going to want to do is get the heat of the sun in the springtime down to the soil surface, and that's going to promote growth. And getting that where you get it down, all that thatch, that's going to promote your growth, and your grass is going to grow faster.
What is thatching?
Thatch is a buildup of layer in the grass over time. There's not a whole lot in this lawn, but it's just old dead grass from the season before. Can be really thick, and it's going to choke out the sun. It's going to choke out the chance for the grass to grow underneath that. So it's really important to get that thatch gone so you can promote that nice green growth in your grass. It's the time to start post-emerging fertilizer. I talked about this earlier too. You can post-emerge fertilize. Here at Philbrook, we do use some herbicides, but we try to use them as little as possible and try to be good to nature, good for the environment. If you don't want to do it, that's when mowing low is going to be really good, because you're going to choke those the spring weeds I talked about. They don't like to be mowed a whole lot, so if you mow them low, that's going to do a lot to take care of those spring weeds.
So for those who don't know, like terms like post-emerge and things like that,
right,
can you kind of talk about what that means too,
sure,
just for those who may not know at all?
Sure. Pre-emerge is it's a chemical that you put down that makes a barrier in the soil and makes it where seeds can't pop up through that barrier. I do it. I don't do it in the fall here because I'm overseeding with cool season grasses, but in the springtime it's good to put it down, and it'll take care of your grassy weeds that are really troublesome that come on later in the summer. But like I said before, your spring, it's not going to get those spring weeds. So you're going to see your spring weeds out there. Don't worry about those. As soon as it warms up and you mow them low a few times, they're going to go away. Now it's time to mow. We've got everything ready. We're going to start mowing. What you want to do is on your mowing is you don't want to mow in the morning or when there's dewy. That's going to promote disease, and it's going to tie back to a really important thing is to sharpen your mower blades. You want a nice clean cut on your blades because that'll give less chance for disease to get into that grass.
Is that something people can do themselves, or they take it somewhere?
We've got time on our hands. I mean, if you have a bench grinder or an angle grinder, you can have some fun with that. You've got time on your hands, get a good old file, pull your blades off your mower, and really you can do it with a hand file and do that. Be careful. We'll talk safety a little bit. Had stitches one time in my life, that's because I sharpened some blades and put them back on, and I got them really sharp. So be very careful when you're putting blades on. Wear gloves. Lawn gear in general, wear your eye protection, ear protection. You only have one set, let's protect them. We're coming up, spring's a great time. I mean, your grass is looking good. And we're getting into before the June 15th. When summer hits, and officially here in my mind in Tulsa, about June 15th, summer starts, and it doesn't end until about September 15th. I call those the 90 days of heck. So we're getting ready and enjoying this nice weather, and we're getting ready for those. Watering your lawn. I haven't turned the sprinklers on here at Philbrook this year yet on the turf. You can use, your lawn can use an inch of rain a week. You can do that once a week. You can do that twice a week. But you really, this time of year, I'm not gonna, probably your watering is really gonna fire up in the heat of the summer when you need to. But, and when you're watering, if you do water, you want to water deep, and not so frequent. You want to go deep. That'll promote the turf and the grass to have longer roots and be ready for the summer. That's pretty much what we're doing, is getting the lawns ready for summer, because once summer hits, we're going to be maintaining and just trying to hold what we have until the fall starts again.
How much lawn is there here at Philbrook in terms of mowing, and how long does it take?
This is going to be a guesstimation. Of our 23 acres on the main property, I'm guessing that 10 to 12 of those acres are in turf. And that's here on property about between 5 and 7 working days to get through. It's a job security, because when you get through, you start over and you do it again. And you're really ready for the fall come October.
Yeah.
I think that's about all the tips I want to say today. It's a great time of year to get out. Your kids bored. Here's another one. Your kids bored. Spring weeds are coming out. Might keep them busy for a little while until they catch on. Penny a weed, just saying. Get some weeds pulled. But enjoy yourself. It's one place we can do. Everybody can have a lawn. I'll say that. Everybody can have a lawn. You're in an apartment. You're wanting to bring some green into your house. Go get a little pot. Get some grass seed. Grow it in your window. Cut it with scissors. Hey, you have your lawn right there. So those are the tips for today. Have a great spring. Let's go. Thank you.